In 1994, a man named Dan Cohn sat at his computer, typed in his credit card number, and bought a Sting CD online. It was the first documented e-commerce transaction, and almost nobody noticed. But that one moment lit a fuse. But here's the problem nobody had solved. How do you send money through a wire? Cash is physical, checks take days. And the internet? It was a Wild West. No rules, no security, and hackers everywhere. Someone had to build the bridge. Enter DigiCash. Founded by cryptographer David Chaum in 1989, he invented something called blind signatures, a way to transfer money digitally without anyone tracking you. It was brilliant. It was ahead of its time. And it completely failed. Banks didn't trust it, governments feared it, the public had no idea what digital money even meant. DigiCash filed for bankruptcy in 1998, but it planted a seed. Two engineers in Silicon Valley were paying very close attention. In 1998, Max Levchin and Peter Thiel founded a company called Confinity. Their idea, store money on Palm Pilots, those tiny handheld computers everyone carried. It sounds ridiculous now, but it evolved into something called PayPal, and everything changed. eBay became the rocket fuel. Millions of strangers were buying and selling, but had no safe way to pay each other. PayPal stepped in. Within 2 years, it was processing over 3 million transactions a day. The internet finally had a cash register. But PayPal wasn't alone for long. Banks and card networks had been watching, and they were terrified. Visa and MasterCard rushed to build their own online verification systems. The digital payments war had officially begun. Then came the smartphone revolution. Apple launched the iPhone in 2007, and suddenly everyone had a computer in their pocket. Payments didn't just move online, they moved to your fingertips. Tap, swipe, done. The world would never go back. Two brothers, Patrick and John Collison, were frustrated. Building payment systems for websites was a nightmare of code and paperwork. In 2010, they launched Stripe, 7 lines of code to accept any payment. Developers went absolutely wild. Meanwhile, in China, something even bigger was happening. Alipay and WeChat Pay didn't just digitize payments, they replaced wallets entirely. By 2019, China was processing more mobile payments in 1 hour than the US did in an entire year. COVID-19 in 2020 was the final push. Cash became dangerous. Stores went contactless overnight. Digital payment volume surged by over 40% globally in a single year. The last holdouts, corner stores, farmers markets, grandparents, all came aboard. From Dan Cohn's Sting CD to a trillion-dollar global industry, digital payments rewired human civilization. The next time you tap your phone to pay for coffee, remember, you're the living proof of a 30-year experiment that almost never worked.